I won't bow down to no man.
It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following a loss, guys. To the Cleveland Cavaliers. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Chris Middleton. Andre Drummond is out there with Garnett. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. On defense, the Pistons. Nobody near Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Philadelphia. And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator, he's an agitator, and he's a team player, I think, at the core. And everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there. For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnover.
Here's Garnett. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Brandon Jennings.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's a screen by Noel. Thompson in the corner. Puts up a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner.
Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Fires from the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got 5.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Garnett kicks to Jennings. Back to Garnett. From 12 feet out. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Noel sets a screen for Smart. Screen by Asik. Here's Thompson. Again, Philadelphia.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Jennings dishes to Gay. The Pistons rebound. Kicks it out to Jennings. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Pass to Barnes. 76ers moving the ball around. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
Gay outside. Fires the 3. Another miss by Gay. Now, here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. The screen from Thompson. And Asik kicks to Smart. Inside. Here's Noel. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Garnett.
And for Noel, I really think he took off in the back half of the season. Up his scoring, his shooting percentage, and his rebounding. You can see him getting better almost every game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Jennings passes to Middleton. Misses off the right iron.
And by the end of the season last year, Noel was completely different as a player. Always a defensive force in the league. His development is probably going faster than many expected. Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Middleton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Here is Jennings. The 76ers getting the bucket. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. Drummond a screen. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in. Kurl Marashi. Shots good by Middleton.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Thompson outside. O'Quinn dishes to Thompson. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Smart, wide open, he fires. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
The Pistons shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
You know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Nerlens Noel, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Barnes. Then for the Pistons, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Chris Middleton. And the first one drops. And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sidelines.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And the 76ers with some changes. C.J. Miles comes in for Thompson. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Smart. There's the screen. And Bayless kicks to Miles. Plenty of space. And Bayless with the basket, the assist from Miles. Bayless has got his first bucket of the night. Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15-29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Now here's Jennings. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Bazemore passes to Jennings. And Kent Bazemore with the three.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Over to the left wing. Here's Carroll. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Rebound, Detroit.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now Gay pushing it up. No one back. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Well, I tell you what, when he gets the hoop in his sight, he is dangerous.
Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
And the Pistons making a change here. Smith has checked in.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Jennings kicks to Baines. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
And the 76ers making a change here. Koufos is checked in.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Screen by Smith. Smith sets the pick for Gay. He kicks it to Smith. The Pistons working the ball around now. Jennings with the bucket.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Bayless dishes to Koufos. Shoots from the baseline. Count the bucket. Bayless has got 6. Pistons trailed by 3. There's a screen. Gay against Carroll. It's deflected. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Here is Bayless. He's got 6. Here's Koufos. Bazemore grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And he gets it to go. Jennings has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the Pistons with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2. And Bazemore kicks to Baines. To the inside. Gay. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington's checked in for the Pistons. Udrich comes in for Brandon Jennings.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
Stolen. Here's Bazemore. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense as is displayed right there.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
At the end of one, a closely contested. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the 2nd quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for them, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
The 76ers leading. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Kyle Quinn out there with Alexis Ajinça. Then it's Jared Bayless. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
For three, Covington. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's going to be on Josh Smith. The 76ers have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7. And Ajinça drops them both.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Drummond, a screen, kicks it to Covington. Down low. It's stolen by Ajinça. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the 76ers making a change here. Smart's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while, an international player. Middleton the pass to Smith. And there's a nice one-handed slam. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Udrih. Drummond the screen. Here's Covington. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. It's deflected. Quinn the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Smart. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Covington dishes to Smith. Pistons passing it around. Shot's good by Middleton.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
They set the pick. Smart kicks to O'Quinn. Passes it to Thompson. He dishes it to Ajinça. 13 feet away. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Ajinça's got 8 points.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points. not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Udrich, the pass to Middleton. And a miss there on the triple. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Bulls. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good with the wing jumper. Middleton drives in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Noel comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Smart dishes to Barnes. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
Drummond, a screen. Here's Covington, looking for his first basket still in this one. That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. And that one's good, Barnes. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Then for the Pistons, Kevin Garnett is checked in for Smith. Ken Bazemore comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Jennings in for Udrich. And Bazemore kicks to Jennings. Garnett with the screen for Jennings. Asik pulls it in. Asik's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now the pass to Barnes for 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Miles. Pass to Asik. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Jennings. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Hey guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Kufis checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Smart. He's guarded by Jennings. Smart passes to Noel. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Smart dishes to Barnes. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W.
Good on the shot. Bazemore's got 11.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Smart kicks to Barnes. There's Noel. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it. Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
There's a screen by Noel. Here's Barnes. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Now the dish to Middleton. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now here's Smart. He's guarded closely. Noel, a screen on Jennings. Noel passes to Kufis. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Garnett. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Smart over to help. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Kufis. And it's Klay Thompson in for C.J. Miles. And Detroit with a change here, too. Gay's checked in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Smart with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Asik dishes to Noel. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Poked loose. Stolen by Thompson. Smart kicks to Barnes. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And here's Jennings. 7 points in the game. Gay passes to Garnett. Back to Gay. Drummond sets the screen for Gay. Shot clock at 5. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. That one on Thompson. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Philadelphia. Thompson dishes to Noel. Carroll gets to Smart. Carroll against Gay. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got his first basket of the night. Here's Bazemore. 11 points in the game. Drummond a screen. Jennings kicks to Drummond. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measured 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the 76ers. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Nerlens Noel. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the two things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. There's the pick. On the wing, Thompson puts it up. Here's O'Quinn. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. O'Quinn's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Gay passes to Jennings. Back to Gay. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now, here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. Here's Ajinça. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, he has 11 points and 1 steal as well. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Rudy Gay is up there with Garnett. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Jennings. And it's Bazemore at the shooting guard position. Nobody near Gay. And the jumper falls for him. Gay's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Pistons. The screen from Thompson. Feeds it to Barnes. Garnett with the block. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Noel got a piece of it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
There's a good screen. Out to the wing. Screen by Asik. Just 5 to shoot. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Goes up the baseline. Thompson misses.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Gate kicks to Baines. Foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And the first one at the line is good. The 76ers making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Thompson dishes to Ashik to stop the run. No good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shots good by Gay.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. Gay with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Now Jennings. He's got 7. Garnett, the screen. Gay passes to Garnett. 4 on the shot clock. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got his 6th rebound on the night.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pistons leading by 4. Jennings kicks to Gay. And they double up Gay. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's the Pistons now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gay. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Gay's got the lead back up to 6 now for Detroit.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Smart dishes to O'Quinn. The feed now to Smart. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Garnett, the screen. Jennings kicks to Gay. They set the screen. He feeds it to Baines. Back to Gay. No good off the back of the rim. The 76ers trail by 4. And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only 1 playoff. Only 1. Count them, 1. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he was still in Memphis, though? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
The 76ers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Smart. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Dishes it to Gay. Pulls up. That misses off the backboard. It's tipped. 76ers trailing. Thompson from long range. Barnes kicks to O'Quinn. He nails it, and we're tied up. O'Quinn's got 14. The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Jennings with the ball. He has 7, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kufas checked in for Ashik. C.J. Miles comes in for Matt Barnes. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Smart. Drummond's checked in for Detroit. The offensive rebound. Here's Bayless. Nice jump shot. Good. Bayless has got 8.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense did give up on that play and cut him off.
Thompson right side. Off the pick. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Defended by Koufos. To the right side. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
5 on the clock. Bazemore passes to Garnett. Again, the Pistons good for 2. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. They set the pick. And Bayless kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Thompson.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Klay Thompson. And then for Detroit, Smith comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Middleton subbed in for Kent Bazemore. And Bayless kicks to Koufos. Pass to Carroll. High post shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to Damari Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. I think he's found a home now.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Costa Koufos.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable 3-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Udrih dishes to Gay. He kicks it to Udrih. Drummond the screen to the middle. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
76ers ball.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a 3-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
So far in the game for O'Quinn, he's got 16 points and 1 assist.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
Pistons trailed by 7. And Udrih kicks to Smith.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Gay passes to Middleton. To the middle. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And the basket good. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the 3-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Miles dishes to Bayless. Second shot opportunity. And the jam by Ajinça.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Smith with a screen on Carroll. And Drummond kicks to Udrih. And the shot falls short this time.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Smith against Carroll. They set the pick. From outside the arc. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Bayless has got 4 assists in the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers.
Nerlens Noel.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. For 3, Middleton. The 76ers leading by 10. Miles, that's for 2. Again, Philadelphia. So it's the Pistons now. Kicks it out to Gay. To halt the run. Here's Udrih. Off target with that shot. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 7. Sixers ahead, up by 12. And we're coming back. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Udrih. Jared Bayless is out there with Thompson. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Koufos in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And he gets the bucket.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Thompson against Middleton. There's a screen. Koufos the pass to Thompson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks. See if they can cut that lead down.
And the 76ers making a change here. Smart's checked in. Noel sets a screen for Smart. Layup off the pick.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Drummond a screen. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Robert Covington's checked in for Detroit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Pistons trail by 13. Kicks it to Drummond. Udrih dishes to Drummond. Passes it to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Noel. Releases from 15. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Smart. Smith sets the pick for Middleton. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
There's a screen by Noel.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And Udrih kicks to Drummond. Covington passes to Udrih. 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Covington. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Smart kicks to Carroll.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Smith in the post. He's covered by Noel. The shot's good from Smith.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Outside Carroll. It's good. It's that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Udrih. There's the pass to Drummond. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Koufos has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smart kicks to Carroll. Here's Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 18.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder, but we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also spent that year correcting his shooting form. And we're not talking about just a tweak when it comes to shooting the basketball.
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Koufos. Barnes comes in for Nerlens Noel. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Chalmers in for Smart.
And, you know, going back to Nerlens Noel's shooting, the improvements to his form look really good. Even better is that he hit 60% from the line as a rookie. That may not sound like a great start, but at this stage of his development, that's great progress. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Take a look at what Ajinça's done. He has 14 points and 2 blocks. It's such a benefit to them when he plays this kind of game.
And really unexpected, but invaluable.
And Ajinça drops them both.
You know, one caution I have about Noel's improved shooting, you don't want him to fall in love with jumpers. He did shoot only 46% from the field last year. Conversely, DeAndre Jordan shot 71% because he dunked everything and kept his head under the rim. It's a fine line between improving your game and playing within your limitation. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Garnett. And too long on the shot.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Detroit. Miles dishes to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And Carroll gets it to go.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Jennings passes to Gay. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. 16 points for Gay.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And Chalmers kicks to Barnes. Got a hand on it. Down low. Gay, that's good. Gay's got 14 points here in the second half.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
And Chalmers kicks to Ajinça. Back to Chalmers. Pass to Ajinça. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The offensive rebound. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Off target from three-point range. Garnett dishes to Baines. And there's the call on Matt Barnes. That's his first foul.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going into last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally. It basically brought into the light of day.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Omer Asha, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Noel comes in for Damari Carroll. Thompson, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Smart subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And he knocks down the first one. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Shot clock at 5. Smart misses. Pistons trail by 19. Here's Bazemore. There's the dish to Gay. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Feeds to Noel. Dishes to Barnes. Shot from free throw range. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Left side, Jennings. Garnett inside. Noel on him. Snatched up. Drummond. Smart kicks to Noel. Now the feed to Barnes. Out to the right wing. Here's Noel. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Garnett. Pistons trailed by 21. Pass to Drummond. Right wing. Outside Jennings.
2 minutes left before quarter.
Drummond a screen. Jennings kicks to Gay. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. 22 points for Rudy Gay.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Smart. He's guarded by Jennings. The shot is off. And it's Detroit the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
They both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And if you had to pick one player, guys, who would take over, few would have picked his name, but tonight was the night for O'Quinn. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
The drive by Jennings. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And Bayless kicks to Ajinça. It's stolen by Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Look at the game for Brandon Jennings. 12 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now. And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let